Thanks for joining RV Living. If you are trying to learn how to install your very own air conditioning unit, then this is the video for you. Or maybe you're just trying to get 80 pounds of something up on the roof of your RV and you don't know how. Well, we can let you know how to do that too, so stay tuned.
I'm going to tie rope around it. We'll get up there. We'll be down here stabilizing the ladder. I'm going to show it. Sense?
Okay, so we just got our new air conditioning unit in the mail, and it weighs a decent amount. So he is strapping some rope to it because we are going to attempt to guide it up here onto the roof without breaking it. And we're getting no seam, so this should be fun. Stay tuned.
Make sure that ladder doesn't kick out. Keep your feet on it.
Get to it.
Just like that.
There you have it. A lot easier than we thought it was going to be.
How to get an 80-pound air conditioner on the roof of an RV.
So if you're looking to get 80 pounds of anything up on your RV, that's how you do it. And I'm standing on the tailgate of the truck, so that's what we braced it on. And now here's the installation part.
On the roof of our RV, and although this air conditioner works, after coming up here and servicing it, I noticed that it's pretty rotten. The previous owner lived pretty close to the beach here in Florida, and all the metal inside is rotten. And normally, you know, if I was just doing this on the weekend, I would, using this camper for weekend purposes, I would just keep this thing until it died. But considering this unit's about 9 years old and it's pretty beat up, we are going ahead and we're going to replace it with a new unit. So stay tuned as we get this thing apart and get it off the roof. So we're going to take the inside of this apart, and all I did was take the vent cover off, just a few screws. I did that ahead of time. All your wiring is in here. First thing you want to make sure is that you disconnect the power and just go to your circuit breaker box. Should be labeled air conditioner, or turn the unit on and then flip the breakers until you find the one that shuts it off. But definitely make sure that the power is off. In here is all your thermostat controls and all the controls for the condenser and the power to the unit. And you have this plug here. It's just going to unplug, and that disconnects the top of the roof unit from the power. Handy trick that I did was take a picture of all these wires to where they're connected. That way when you disconnect them, you know exactly where they go. These are all, in my unit, are color coded, blue to blue, white to white. However, over here you'll see that you know, red wire goes to blue striped and a white goes to the other blue striped. So what I'm probably going to do is just clip these as well. That way I know what color is still going on there. The other thing you want to do is reach up in here and take the thermostat off the cooling fins. That's just this guy. Pull that down. Remember where it went. And you're going to want to disconnect your 110. And the only reason I'm disconnecting this is because I'm not really going to have enough slack. Let me try it. Let me try leaving it on, see if I can just let it hang. This is a 3/8, and it disconnects the 4 bolts that hold the roof unit. It's going to have some foil tape sealing it up. You might just have to trim that. Let that hang. So in this case, this should be okay, just to let this hang. Now the top unit should just push up and out. Free that old foam seal. And that's it from below for now. Go up on the roof and slide the new unit in place and do everything in reverse. This is what the unit looked like underneath the cover, and as you can see, it's pretty tore up for 9 years old. Kind of surprised it's actually still working, but it's completely rusted in a lot of spots. So I think it's just time to get rid of this one and upgrade. And supposedly the newer ones are a lot more efficient, and just going to give us a little bit of peace of mind with the camper when we're out tripping for the day. When we're out day tripping, when the cat's in the camper. So just having that little peace of mind would be much better. But at this point, I'm just going to pop this thing up. And see, it's just totally falling apart. So this is what the opening looks like when the AC is removed. It's pretty dirty, so we're gonna just cleaning this up. And I have some more foil tape, so I'm gonna reseal all this, make sure that the roof is all closed and all the AC is going to where it's supposed to be. We have a ducted unit, so there's ducts on the side, but just want to clean up all this stuff, make sure we're really sealed up and looking good. And as soon as I get it cleaned up, I'll slide the new unit in place and we'll be ready to put it all back together. So I thought, since I'm up here and I had a little bit of this great stuff left over, I'm going to spray a little bit in these cavities here just to put a little more insulation in the roof, and then I'm going to come back and retape it with the metal flashing tape, the duct HVAC tape. So just an added level of, just don't get it in the vents, obviously. These are for the ducting, and then this is just a roof cavity, so figure that's one extra step of insulation.
What's the matter? You don't like being lunch? I kind of mind. Said I kind of mind. Like, I really don't think they do anything but bite. Like, what's the purpose of them? Like, at what part of the food chain are they in?
No, I think they're at the top of the food chain because they're eating you.
Yeah, but they're not killing. They're not killing. They're not. They're just a nuisance. Not really harming anything, but. Well, they're not harming you, but they're bothering. They're bothering.
The agony of it all.
Wah.
Alright, I have this about as clean as it's going to get. It's just 10 years of staining. The foam is expanding right now, so I got the cavities filled in around the unit. Again, this is not going to replace me retaping over this with the silver tape, but it's going to help if any air does escape. Hopefully it'll stay right in this area and get pushed through the ductwork, be a little bit more efficient. So next step is I'm going to slide the new unit in place, and we'll go back below and bolt it in.
Hercules, Hercules.
Just putting these in to make sure position correctly. It's going to hit. So that's what it looks like from underneath. And these are all going to line up at this point. So first I'm going to tape this closed here, seal all this back up, and then we'll pop the new unit. For the old housing, we're only replacing the top unit. The old housing is good. Controls and stuff. So wrapped the inside with HVAC tape. Nice tight seal all the way around, so we're not going to get any air leaks here. Everything is sealed up, nice and contoured. Plus I had that foam behind it, so this is going to be very efficient. This is something, even if you're not replacing your AC, you may want to consider, because the factory is definitely not doing a really good job. So next step, we're going to put the unit back up in. And fortunately, I didn't even have to disconnect any of the wires. So,
Oh, look at that.
now you want to put the sensor back up in there, which was way up in the coils. About midway. It says snap to second tubing right above the drip pan. Alright, we're going to plug the unit back in. And before we put everything back together, power it back up, make sure it's running right.
I feel like it's running.
Let it get cold. So the unit is working well. Finally, we're going to just put all these wires back up in here. Sure everything's sealed up well. And I turn the power back off just in case, you never know. This stuff comes loose. Push these back in the ceiling. Just like that. Place the air condenser on the roof, and took less than 2 hours. Saved a couple $100 in the shop. Smaller, quieter. Lower profile. More efficient.
Boom! And that's how you install an air conditioning unit on your RV. Thanks for watching, guys. We certainly do appreciate it. And please subscribe to our channel, since we will be taking the road in 3 weeks for our adventure around the country. Thanks again. Bye now. And please leave some positive comments below.